this is Melissa Manchester, and you lucky people, are listening to TV Confidential.
There is no stronger bond than the friendship between two men. Judd and Niles shared such a bond, a brotherly tie blind to color. And yet, in a moment of violent passion, one led the other to the edge of destruction. Both pushed by Vixen, her frustration nurtured by an empty lack of understanding. Her only weakness, a cancerous evil she was taught, that human beings are to be classified by the color of their skin.
Ed Robertson, along with Chuck Harter, in our remaining moments with Erica Gavin. Erica Gavin, the actress known around the world as the star of Russ Meyer's Vixen. Russ Meyer's Vixen, the satiric sexploitation film, also starring Harrison Page, Vincent Wallace, and Garth Pillsbury, that none other than Roger Ebert once described as the quintessential Russ Meyer movie. Russ Meyer's Vixen, now available on Blu-ray for the very first time from Severin Films, severinfilms.com. The Blu-ray release includes more than 3 hours of extra features, including a brand new audio commentary by Erica Gavin, plus an archival interview with Erica Gavin and Harrison Page, a featurette on the various censorship issues that Vixen faced in the state of Ohio alone, and a whole lot more. Russ Meyer's Vixen, now available on Blu-ray from Severin Films, severinfilms.com. Also available Amazon.com, where Blu-rays are sold. For more on Erica Gavin, ericagavin.com. You can follow Erica on Instagram. Roger Ebert, who later collaborated with Russ.
He did on Beyond the Valley of the Dolls script.
Yeah.
And when Russ and I went to Chicago for the opening of Vixen at the Loop Theater, that was the first actual person-to-person meeting that he had with Roger. We went out to dinner, and they got along beautifully, and it led to a longer relationship, for sure.
Well, Erica, I guess I have one quick question before we say so long.
Yeah.
You've obviously seen the film again, at least fairly recently, and you've known it all these years. What is Erica Gavin's favorite bit or scene or part in Vixen? What do you think worked best for you? Seeing it.
Oh, boy. Do you mean, like, which scenes do I like?
Looking at the film again, you obviously saw it. You, I'm sure, liked it and everything. But what part of the film, now looking at it years later, did you really think was the best part, or really resonated with you? Or, oh, that's great. Or what was the part of it that really knocked you dead all these years later?
Well, to separate from the sexual parts, the final scene in the airplane, when I sort of attack the communist and Harrison, pretty much, get him to let go of the gun and not have us crash, and that was more of a serious part of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that many people realize it, but when we land and the new couple that is coming to stay at the fishing farm is walking towards us, the man is Russ Meyer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sort of like lent to the Hitchcock. You know how he always placed himself somewhere in the film, and that was Russ's take, you know. And then I feel closest to the end, the last shot, because Russ and I had different ideas about how the film should end, and he thought that I should just be looking away at the couple that's coming towards us. Sort of predatory.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it would be better if I'm looking over there and then I look at the audience and sort of like, you know, say, okay, here I go again. and bring the audience in with that smile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he brought me over to the house at the time when he was editing that scene, and he actually took one frame and cut it off of the film and gave it to me, which I have.
Oh, nice.
And he said, "Okay, I'm giving you this. This is how we'll end it." And we ended it the way that I wanted, where I looked into the camera kind of saying, "Okay, audience ready? Here I go again," And it was like a fun smile, it was like, it wasn't like all, like in a trench coat or anything.
No.
It's great.
It was in character. It was exactly what the character. It was exactly what we expected you to do in character at having gotten to know you over the previous 70 minutes. So
right, but it was a little bit less serious and more fun.
Yeah,
fun. It's fun.
And thinking of that, just you have another minute?
Sure.
Okay, like the fish dance. A lot of people remember that
Yes.
as much as they remember the lesbian scene.
No.
But that was the first I had shot. That was the first piece of film that Russ had shot on me. It was the night I got up there to the location. It was up in Miranda, California. Mm-hmm. And it was a buddy of his cabin that we shot in and lived in. And that night he wanted to shoot this scene where I'm coming on to Vincine's husband at this, barbecue that we were having, barbecued fish. And it was my first in front of the camera. And it was very of the moment, and I just he wanted me dancing in front of him, and I'm sort of dancing, and then I picked up one of the fish and started dancing with the fish, put it down my blouse, and ended up putting it in my mouth, and Russ just went crazy. He loved it, and that was my first time on film and first of Russ filming me. Quite an introduction to what was to come for the next 4 weeks.
And going back to your suggestion to him as to why you felt you should look into the camera for that final scene of the movie, that shows you just how much trust had been established between you and him. Not only he was open to your suggestion, but he realized you were right.
Well, it was a wonderful gift that he gave me, and I'll never forget it. He was not one to quickly change his mind about anything, and he did give it thought, and it was a very impressive compliment he gave me, yes.
Erica Gavin is the star of Russ Meyer's Vixen. Russ Meyer's Vixen, now available on Blu-ray from Severin Films as part of Severin's Russ Meyer's Bosomania trilogy. The Blu-ray of Vixen includes more than 3 hours of extra features, including audio commentary by Erica Gavin and a whole lot more. Russ Meyer's Vixen, now available on Blu-ray through Severin Films, severinfilms.com. For more on Erica, ericagavin.com. You can follow Erica on Instagram. Do you have anything else, Chuck?
Yeah, I'd like to close with a personal memory, Erica, and I'm really happy to be part of this today, talking with you along with Ed. In 1969, I lived in Alexandria, Virginia. I was a young teenager, and I'd seen a picture from Vixen. I think it may have been in my dad's Playboy I snuck a look at. And I saw you, raven-haired, naked, bosomy, gorgeous, and I fell madly in love. So the movie came to a local theater, and of course I was way too young to get in. However, I knew an older guy, older brother of a friend of mine. It was 18, I think, or however old it was to get in. So I begged him, please, can you sneak me in? Is there some way? Well, all right. And it was a little theater, and shortly before it started, he snuck me in a side door, and I managed to hide in a seat, and I watched it. And you were the first naked, beautiful woman I'd ever seen on the screen, and I fell madly in love with you. And I just went, oh my God, what a force of nature. I was a kid. And naturally, I've been a fan ever since. So hearing this is coming out on Blu-ray, and you're here and happy and good things to come for you, nice to say hello all these years later to my first naked female fantasy.
Oh, lovely. Thank you so much, Chuck. That's sweet.
Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back. One more item. Are you starting a company in an emerging market or developing something new? Do you have intellectual property but aren't sure how to protect it? Reach out to our friends at Tectonic Law. They offer rock-solid representation for groundbreaking industries who need help capturing and protecting their full portfolio of intellectual property and intangible assets, including trademark rights, brand assets, copyright rights, publicity rights, and privacy rights. Tectonic Law streamlines the complex intricacies of intellectual property and business law in easy-to-understand terms that will help you and your company form a concrete plan of action to secure and protect the value of your brand and your creative work product. Tectonic Law is licensed to practice throughout the state of California. They also practice before such tribunals as the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office and the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers. Go to tectoniclaw.com, tectoniclaw.com, to learn more about how Tectonic Law can help your business thrive. tectoniclaw.com. Rock-solid representation for groundbreaking industries.
This portion of TV Confidential is brought to us by our friends at Front Porch Realty, the community of realtors in the Northern Bay area of California that is committed to finding the solution that is best for their clients. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or looking to sell or lease your property in Northern California, call Karen Strain at 415-886-7411 or visit frontporchrealtygroup.com for more information on how they can help you.
Hi, this is Jacqueline Smith. You're listening to TV Confidential.
Is there anything else about the movie or anything else about Russ that you want to share with our listeners that I haven't already asked you, Erica?
Oh, gosh, there's so much, but it would take probably a good month.
Well,
But, I'm available whenever.
Okay, well, I tell you what, when your book comes out, please come back and visit us in TV Confidential.
Yeah, well, you just give me a shout, okay, and I'll be there.
Absolutely. Russ Meyer's Vixen, Russ Meyer's Supervixens, Russ Meyer's Beneath the Valley of the Ultravixens, all available on Blu-ray from Severin Films, severinfilms.com, Amazon.com, wherever Blu-rays are sold. For more on Erica Gavin, ericagavin.com. You can also follow Erica on Instagram. Lawrence Luckenbill will join us when we come back on TV Confidential.
Life can be full of risks. One thing you shouldn't take a risk with ever is your family's health insurance. If you're self-employed or you now need affordable health insurance, you need to make this free call right now and see how the Health Insurance Helpline can help you get it.
800-365-4216. 800-365-4216. 800-365-4216. That's 800-365-4216.